Hi, my name is Brigitte. I'll be sharing client experience with you from Sara from Switzerland. She joined my 7-month coaching container called Azurite Temple, transformed her life. Have a look.
Hello. Okay, my name's Sara, and this is my testimonial about my experiences in Azurite Temple. I'm gonna try to keep this concise, but I can't promise I'll succeed. So, I think what I'd like to share about Azurite Temple is just where I was at when I joined, because what I was seeking at the time was to I was really well connected to my intuition. I felt like I was following my path. I felt like I knew what it meant to live in alignment, to follow the highest timeline, follow your heart, to try to embody your highest self. But I felt this inkling that there was so much more to me as a being and to my existence, so many more dimensions that were still very intangible to me. And that seemed like, I wanted to explore more. And I felt like there was also very explicitly more knowledge that I wanted about the world, the universe, history, not modern history, galactic history, and what the heck even is light language. So that's where I was at. And yeah, man. Yeah, man. The experiences in Azurite Temple really gave me all of that. The Christic teachings, pertaining to the law of one, made things so very explicit that I had up until then only semi-consciously felt. So I feel like in a lot of ways, the teachings that I received in Azurite Temple were on like a very tangible level, knowledge that I could acquire that really fed this like part of my soul that wanted to know more about what this is all about. And then on another level, I think it's a really special container because yes, it's a coaching container. Yes, I think B is an amazing coach and there are coaching sessions, but it's also explicitly a very co-created space, and not just in the actions and the way we contribute to the sessions by showing up, by participating, but energetically, it's a co-creation. It's a co-created space. And I think that was one of the most powerful parts of the whole container. Because it really, and this is what I feel most grateful for, called us into our own sovereignty. And that meant for me having to own accountability, of course, for how I show up and what I do or don't do, even if I know it's optional. There's a million ways to back out of it. You don't have to do, it was a lot. I was confronted with that a lot. And I know that there are parts that I did avoid successfully, but I'm also cutting myself some slack anyway. So, right, there's also this part of personal accountability. But that also allowed me to have like really profound experiences of, whoa, I did this. Or experiencing that the temple space energetically is held across time and space, and feeling that on an experienced energetic level, not imagined, but felt. So in that sense, it also made the energetic world a lot more tangible to me. Feeling energy, not imagining it. Feeling what it means to have energetic experiences, which up until then I hadn't really consciously. I think a lot of my experiencing was like imagined versus really felt. So yeah, but I realize that my testimonial is already getting a little longer. I think I just really want to, I can wholeheartedly recommend the experience. To me, it really gave me what I was seeking. I also believe, though, I want to mention that as like a little caveat, is it does take an open mind, and it gets a lot easier if you're open to sitting with information instead of immediately reacting to it. And I think if you're open to question everything, what you hear and what you hear inside your own head, and sit with it, it can be a very fruitful space. Very, 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 very fruitful. Yeah. So yeah, and I mean, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everyone that was there, for holding the space together, and hopefully much, much, much love to anyone else joining Azurite Temple.